All India Radio presents Morning News. Good morning, I'm Abhishek Mukhopadhyay. The headlines. Campaigning reaches its peak for the first phase of Lok Sabha elections with top leaders of political parties holding rallies across the country. Election Commission again cautions political parties not to indulge in propaganda involving activities of defence forces. Maldives goes to the polls to elect a new parliament. Traditional New Year festivities being held in several parts of the country today. In women's hockey, India to take on host Malaysia in the second match at Kuala Lumpur this afternoon. And in football, Indian women's team faces Nepal in the Olympic Qualifiers Round 2 match at Mandalay in Myanmar. Top leaders of various political parties are crisscrossing the country as only 4 days are left for campaigning to end for the first phase of Lok Sabha elections. 91 constituencies spread over 20 states and union territories will go to polls in this phase on 11th April. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will address public meetings at Sundargarh and Sonpur in Odisha, Balod in Chhattisgarh and Nanded in Maharashtra today. More from our correspondent.
With electioneering Lok Sabha and Assembly polls in Odisha gaining momentum, Prime Minister Modi is scheduled to address election rallies today. Amit Shah would attend BJP's Vijay Sankalp Samavesh in Ganjam and Bargarh districts tomorrow. Congress President Rahul Gandhi is also scheduled to visit South Odisha to campaign his candidates on Tuesday. SN Patnaik, AIR News, Sambalpur.
Congress President Rahul Gandhi will address rallies at Srinagar, Almora and Haridwar in Uttarakhand. Assembly elections in 4 states, Andhra Pradesh, Sikkim, Arunachal Pradesh and parts of Odisha will also be held on the 11th of this month. Scrutiny of nominations for the third phase of Lok Sabha elections was held yesterday. Monday is the last date for withdrawal of nominations. 115 seats spread over 12 states and 2 union territories will go to polls in this phase on the 23rd of this month. Election Commission has again cautioned political parties and candidates to desist from indulging in any political propaganda involving activities of the defence forces. The Commission has issued advisories to presidents of all political parties with regard to violation of the Model Code of Conduct during Lok Sabha polls. It said no appeals should be made on the basis of caste and communal feeling of the electors. The Commission also said that the activity which may aggravate existing differences or mutual hatred should not be attempted. In its advisory, the poll panel said that religious places like temple, mosque, church, gurudwara and any place of worship should not be used for election propaganda, including speeches and posters. Election Commission has expressed displeasure of Niti Aayog Vice Chairman Rajiv Kumar's remarks on minimum income guarantee scheme promised by the Congress. In its order, the poll panel has termed Kumar's comments violation of Model Code of Conduct, saying it expects that he will exercise caution in the future. Mr. Kumar had described Congress' promise of income guarantee scheme as vote bank politics, saying it can destabilize the country's economy. The Commission said that the spirit of the Model Code of Conduct requires all public servants to ensure the sanctity of the electoral process, not to either engage in or appear to engage in any activities which can disturb the level playing field. Election Commission has removed Andhra Pradesh Chief Secretary Anil Chandra Punetha and appointed L.V. Subramaniam in his place. The Commission stated this in a communication to the Andhra Pradesh government yesterday. The poll body has also directed that Mr. Punetha be posted to a non-election position. Election Commission has also removed Kolkata Police Commissioner Anuj Sharma ahead of the Lok Sabha elections. In an order issued last night, the Commission has appointed Additional Director General of State Pollution Control Board Dr. Rajesh Kumar as the new Police Commissioner of Kolkata. The Commission has also transferred Commissioner of Bidhannagar, Gyanband Singh. Natarajan Kumar Babu will be the new Commissioner of Police of Bidhannagar. Besides, the Election Commission has also removed Police Superintendents of Birbhum and Diamond Harbour.
News Services Division of All India Radio is broadcasting a special live program, Janadesh 2019, on the developments related to the General Elections 2019.
Tune in to the FM Gold channel of AIR from 4:05 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. every day till the announcement of results to listen to this special program.
The Indian Air Force has asserted that it shot down an F-16 fighter jet of Pakistan during the February 27th dogfight. Issuing a statement, IAF refuted the report of leading U.S. news magazine that a U.S. count of the F-16s with Pakistan has found that none of the jets are missing. The IAF said during the aerial engagement, one MiG-21 Bison of the IAF shot down an F-16 in Nowshera sector, and it has conclusive circumstantial evidence, including wireless intercepts, signals and graphic captures from airborne warning and control system and electronic signatures to conclude that the F-16 jet was shot down during the aerial combat. A Mumbai court has rejected the bail plea of structural auditor arrested for alleged negligence following last month's foot-over-bridge collapse near the CSMT station that left 6 people dead. The city-based private firm belonging to Neeraj Kumar Desai had allegedly carried out the structural audit of the bridge in August last year and declared it safe for use despite finding some corrosion. Desai was arrested with the police days after the bridge collapse on March 14th. Metropolitan Magistrate N.N. Joshi rejected Desai's bail plea yesterday. A special court in Mumbai has granted bail to Islamic preacher Zakir Naik's aide arrested for allegedly helping Naik with money laundering case. Special Prevention of Money Laundering Act PMLA Court Judge M.S. Azmi granted bail to Abdul Satak, a jeweler by profession, on a surety of 5 lakh rupees. Satak was arrested last month under the Prevention of Money Laundering Act. He is accused of helping Naik in transferring funds of dubious origin from the United Arab Emirates to his organization. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates, follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts. Maldives goes to the polls today to elect a new parliament. Polling will begin at 8 a.m. local time and will continue till 4 p.m. This is the third parliamentary election since Maldives adopted multi-party democracy in 2008. A total of 386 candidates are in the fray for 87 seats, including former President Mohammad Nasheed and Parliamentary Speaker Qasim Ibrahim. The main contest is between Maldives Democratic Party MDP, led by former President Mohammad Nasheed, and opposition coalition led by former President Abdullah Yameen. More from a correspondent.
People have started queuing up outside the ballot centers in capital Malé to elect their representatives. Maldives has around 200 inhabited islands and more than 500 centers have been set up, including one in Trivandrum. Counting of votes will be held after voting is over at 4 p.m. local time and preliminary results are expected by tomorrow morning. Maldives Democratic Party MDP is seeking majority for itself to secure stability of government under President Ibrahim Soli, while former President Abdullah Yameen, who lost presidential elections last year, is trying to make a comeback. Santosh Kumar for AIR News from Malé.
Traditional New Year festivities have been celebrated in several parts of the country today. Festivals of Chaitra Sukladi, Ugadi, Guri Parva, Cheti Chand, Navreha and Sajibu Chairauba have been celebrated with traditional fervor and gaiety. In Telangana, people are celebrating Ugadi across 2 Telugu states, Telangana and Andhra Pradesh, to mark the beginning of the Hindu lunar calendar. Our correspondent has the details.
People across Telangana are celebrating the Vikarinama Ugadi of the Telugu calendar in a colorful manner as they decorated the entrance of their houses with mango and neem leaves along with jasmine flowers. People savor special Ugadi chutney today comprising neem flower, jaggery, salt, sugarcane, tamarind and mango to indicate 6 basic sales and listen to Panchangam, the forecast of the new year, as it is an ancient practice on the occasion. Lakshmi, AIR News, Hyderabad.
In Maharashtra, Guri Parva signifies the welcoming of spring. Our correspondent reports that the day marks the beginning of Chaitra Navratri that lead up to Ram Navami.
On this day, a gudi is raised outside Maharashtrian houses. The special gudi, generally of yellow or red color silk cloth, garlanded with flowers, mango and neem leaves, is topped with upturned silver or copper vessels, signifying victory and achievement. Gudi is believed to ward off evil, invite prosperity and good luck into the house. Also, as a part of household celebration, people wake up early, take holy bath, eat neem leaves as a ritual. Ladies decorate their houses and also make colorful rangolis at their porch and prepare special Maharashtrian dishes and celebrate the day together. Nivedita Borkar, AIR News, Mumbai.
President Ramnath Kovind, Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu and PM Narendra Modi have greeted the people on the occasion. In a message, Mr. Kovind said, traditionally the festivals mark the onset of New Year and hope that the spirit of joy and happiness signified by these festivals will pervade the heart of every Indian. In his message, Mr. Naidu said all these festivals, celebrated across the country with different names and customs, reflect the composite culture and rich heritage of India. In a series of tweets, Mr. Modi hoped that the new year will bring happiness, peace and prosperity and health in everyone's life and the country moves forward on the path of progress in a faster pace. Indian women's hockey team will take on host Malaysia in the second game of the 5-match series in Kuala Lumpur today. The match will start at 3:30 p.m. Indian time. Earlier, India beat Malaysia 3-0 in the opening game on Thursday. The 8-day tour of India has been led by ace goalkeeper Savita along with Deep Grace Ekka as the vice-captain. In football, Indian women's team faces Nepal in the Olympic Qualifiers Round 2 match in Mandalay, Myanmar today. The match will begin at 2 p.m. Indian time. The two teams will be up against each other for the third time since February. With only one team qualifying and both India and Myanmar level on points, a win for India will further boost their chances for a qualification from the Olympic Qualifiers Round 2. In IPL cricket, Kolkata Knight Riders beat host Royal Challengers Bangalore by 5 wickets last night. The visitors chased down the victory target of 206 runs in 19.1 overs, riding on Andre Russell's blistering 48 of 13 balls and Chris Lynn's 43 runs. Earlier put into bat, Virat Kohli and AB de Villiers shared a delightful 108-run stand to propel Bangalore to 205 for 3. Today, Chennai Super Kings will take on Kings 11 Punjab in Chennai at 4 p.m., while Sunrisers Hyderabad will face Mumbai Indians at 8 p.m. in Hyderabad. And now, for an overview of today's newspapers, it's over to Saira Mustafa.
Thank you, Abhishek. BJP Congress fireworks over Enforcement Directorate charge sheet in Augusta Westland case is one of the top stories that finds mention in the front pages of most of the dailies this morning. PM names Ahmed Patel, alludes to Gandhi family in Augusta scam, leads the Times of India. BJP Congress trade bombs on Augusta case charge sheet, writes the Hindustan Times. The Indian Express, quoting alleged middleman Christian Michelle James telling the Delhi court, writes, never named anybody, ED has leaked the charge sheet. The Hindustan Times, quoting a US report, writes, India shot no F-16, all of Pakistan's planes intact. While the Times of India writes, IAF refutes US journal report that Pakistan didn't lose any F-16. The paper says that conclusive circumstantial evidence cited by IAF. Rahul versus Raghul. 3 Gandhis in Wayanad race, notes the Indian Express. PM Modi defends government record on jobs growth, leads the Hindustan Times. Priyanka Gandhi Vadra's roadshow in Ghaziabad is covered with reports and photographs in most of the dailies. The Asian Age observes, Priyanka to PM, what's your 5-year achievement? Referring to senior BJP leader and Lok Sabha Speaker Sumitra Mahajan choosing not to contest the upcoming Lok Sabha election, the Statesman writes, Sumitra Mahajan opts out, says BJP free to choose candidate. Election Commission finds Yogi flouted poll code, cautions him, informs the Times of India. On Brexit, the Asian Age says, UK-EU set to clash over competing delay dates. And finally, visual quality of our memories fades with time. Well, the Times of India reports, like old photos, the visual quality of our memories declines over time, according to a study. And with that, it's back to you, Abhishek.
Thank you, Saira. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Campaigning reaches its peak for the first phase of Lok Sabha elections with top leaders of political parties holding rallies across the country. Election Commission again cautions political parties not to indulge in propaganda involving activities of the defense forces. Indian Air Force refutes US report on F-16, asserts it shot down one Pakistani fighter jet during February 27 dogfight. Maldives goes to the polls to elect a new parliament. Traditional New Year festivities been held in several parts of the country today. In women's hockey, India to take on host Malaysia in the second match at Kuala Lumpur this afternoon. And in football, Indian women's team faces Nepal in the Olympic Qualifiers Round 2 match at Mandalay in Myanmar. And with that, we end the morning news. Have a nice day.